Alright, so today we're going to be learning about subtracting rational expressions. Now, with subtracting rational expressions, one thing you need to keep in mind is that rational expressions are really just more complicated fractions. So like when you see like x squared over x plus 3, fundamentally it's no different from the fraction that may be like 2 over 3, because you're still taking a value and dividing it by another value. Rational expressions are just a little bit more complicated. They look more complicated. However, when you subtract fractions, so like you could say like 2/3 minus 1/6, the process used to subtract these fractions is fundamentally the same as when you're subtracting rational expressions. First, you got to make sure the denominators are equal. So right here, I just multiply by 1. So in this case, I just use 2 over 2. So that gets me 4/6 minus 1/6, and that equals 3/6. And if you can, you just simplify it. So this would be like 3/6 simplifies to 1/2. So this process here is subtraction that you already know how to do is the same fundamental process as what you use when you subtract rational expressions. So just remember this, and hopefully it makes thinking about this process a bit easier as we go through the examples in this video. Alright, so our first example here is we're going to take 3x over x plus 4, and we're going to subtract 4x plus 6 over x plus 3. Now, just like with fractions, where we multiply it by 1, albeit in an altered way, in regular fractions, like 2 over 2, 3 over 3, all these are equal to 1. We're going to do it with this when we're subtracting these rational functions. So to get the denominator the same on the left side, we need to multiply the denominator by a factor of x plus 3. So we're just going to have x plus 3 over x plus 3 on the top and the bottom, numerator and denominator. And then on this side, we're going to multiply it by a factor of x plus 4 to get the denominator the same. And we're going to multiply x plus 4 on the top and the bottom. Top and the bottom. And so now what we do is we just multiply it through. So we have 3x times x plus 3 over x plus 3, x plus 4, and then we're subtracting it by 4x plus 6 times x plus 4 over x plus 3, x plus 4. Now it's just a matter of expanding and then combining like terms. So let's just expand this real quick. So this is equal to 3x squared plus 9x over x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. And we're just using FOIL here, x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. And then subtract it by 4x squared, and then 6x, so plus 6x plus 16x plus 24. And that is all over x squared plus 3x plus 4x plus 12. So now what we have here is we have, let's see, so 3x squared plus 9x, and then we have to combine again just to kind of make the problem simplified, and then subtract that there. So then we get 4x squared plus 22x plus 24, and then x squared plus 7x plus 12. Alright, so now what we got to do is we got to subtract this from this. So you got to remember that this negative applies over this whole thing here, all right? It doesn't just apply to the first term. So this negative, when you subtract this, you're subtracting 4x squared, you're also subtracting 22x, and you're subtracting 24. If this was an addition problem, it would be equal to plus negative 4x squared, negative 22x, negative 24. All right, so this is negative, or subtraction, this is applied to the whole fraction. So, keeping that in mind, now we subtract. So 3x squared minus 4x squared, that is negative x squared. 9x minus 22x, that's negative 13x. And 0 minus 24 is minus 24. So we have x squared minus 13x minus 24 all over x squared plus 7x plus 12. And this is our final solution. So now I'm taking right here, we're going to say, okay, 2x squared plus 4x plus 5, multiply that by the top and the bottom, and then do the same thing on this side. Alright, so now what we have to do is I like to create kind of a box, and so this is going to be for the denominator. So let's see, so here's x squared plus 6x plus 9, and this is 2x squared plus 4x plus 5. I'll move my hand out of the way so you can see that there. And so we get 2x to the fourth, 12x to the third, 18x squared, 4x to the third, 24x squared, 36x, 30x, 5x squared, and 45. So our denominator between these two fractions is going to be 2x to the fourth plus 16x cubed plus 18 plus 24. Okay, so that would be 6 times 7, so that would be 42, plus 5, so that's 47, plus 66x plus 45. So what about the numerator? Well, we got to do the same thing. So to multiply 2x squared plus 4x plus 5 by 3x plus 5, we make another grid. 2x squared plus 4x plus 5 times 3x plus 5. So that makes 6x cubed, 12x squared, 15x, 10x squared, 20x, and 25. So now we have for the numerator on this side, 6x squared, cubed, plus 22x squared plus 35x plus 25. So now, last but not least, we have to multiply this polynomial, 4x squared plus 6x plus 3, by x squared plus 6x plus 9. So we have 4x squared plus 6x plus 3. We have x squared plus 6x plus 9. So that gives us 4x to the fourth, 6x cubed, 3x squared, 24x cubed, 36x squared, 18x, 54x, 36x squared, and 27. So the numerator on the right side will be 4x to the fourth plus 30x cubed plus 72 plus 3, so that's 75x squared, and then 54 plus 18, that is also going to be, that's going to be 72. And last but not least, plus 27. I had to kind of curl up there because the paper was weird. So now writing this all out, because this is the numerator on this side, on the left. So I'm just writing L. This is the right numerator, and this is the denominator. I'm going to rewrite this problem on a new piece of paper. So our left numerator was 6x cubed. So 6x cubed plus 22x squared plus 35x plus 25 over 2x to the fourth plus 16x cubed, and you see the denominator, that's the denominator calculation we did, plus 47x squared plus 66x plus 45. And then we're going to subtract it from, so here's our right numerator, so 4x to the fourth plus 30x cubed plus 75x squared plus 77x plus 27. And that's all over 2x4 plus 16x cubed plus 47x squared plus 66x plus 45. And so now we just subtract. So our final answer is negative 4x to the fourth, because remember the subtraction sign is applied to this whole fraction here. So then 6x cubed minus 30x cubed, so that would be negative 24x cubed, 22x cubed minus 75x cubed. That is, let's see real quick, 22 minus 75, that is, let me think, that would be negative 53. So negative 53 x squared minus, that would be 42x minus 2 all over 2x to the fourth plus 16x cubed plus 47x squared plus 66x plus 45. So there you have it. That's the big, ugly, nasty looking answer to the problem. 3x plus 5 over x squared plus 6x plus 9. I'm just going to write it out quickly. You probably already are sick of this problem. So there you go. And so hopefully this provides a little bit of insight into subtracting rational functions. And feel free to leave comments below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. Thanks for watching this video. Hope it helps.